And I don't really think Luigi was evil in what he did. I truly believe the man was justified in his actions.
Y'all, this story is wild. Imagine the most unexpected connection between two of the biggest controversies of the year, and then realize it gets even messier. Are we talking a legal chess game or a full-blown scandal? Buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you will leave your jaw on the floor. Let's dive in. Alright, so let's start with Luigi Mangione, the man at the center of one of the most talked about criminal cases this year. He's accused in the fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, an act that has left the corporate world shook.
New information does continue to emerge in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. The man accused in the fatal shooting, Luigi Mangione, could be transported from Pennsylvania to New York City as early as Tuesday to face a murder charge. The information provided by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg
and sparked countless debates across the country. But y'all, it doesn't stop there. Luigi's choice of legal representation has just cracked open a door into something even more mind-blowing. Enter Karen Friedman Agnifilo, a top-tier New York attorney who's not just known for her courtroom prowess, but also happens to be married to Mark Agnifilo. Now, why does this matter? Well, Mark is Sean Diddy Combs' lawyer. Yes, that Diddy. Do you see where I'm going with this? Let's unpack it all. First, Luigi's legal battle. The accusation that he murdered Brian Thompson on December 4th. The case is already a circus, with Luigi hiring Karen Friedman Agnifilo, a lawyer with an insane resume.
Accused murderer Luigi Mangione has a new lawyer. High-powered defense attorney Karen Friedman Agnifilo, who worked as a chief assistant district attorney in the Manhattan DA's office for more than 7 years.
We're talking about someone who built out the sex trafficking unit in Manhattan and spent 3 decades navigating every twist and turn of New York's legal system. She's not just experienced. She knows every judge, every clerk, every corridor in that courthouse. Some would say this makes her the perfect person for Luigi. But is she? Here's where the tea gets scalding. Karen's husband, Mark, is deeply embroiled in Diddy's own high-profile case. And if you're wondering why that matters, just think about how legal resources, networks, and connections overlap in cases like these. It's not just about defending one client anymore. It's about navigating a legal landscape where every move affects multiple players. So, is Luigi's hiring of Karen a coincidence? Or is there a bigger play here? Now let's shift gears to Diddy. The iconic music mogul is facing some heavy accusations himself. His case is federal, meaning he's dealing with a whole different beast compared to Luigi's state-level proceedings. But with Karen's federal court experience, it's clear she's no stranger to high-stakes situations. And let's not forget that Karen has been quietly assisting in Diddy's case. Yep, she's not the lead counsel, but when your spouse is one of the top attorneys in New York, you're bound to lend a hand. So what does this mean for Luigi? Let's talk strategy. It's no secret that Luigi's family comes from money. His defense team's goal is to play the public sympathy card. Luigi's supporters are already spinning this narrative of a vigilante taking a stand against corporate greed. Y'all, people are fed up with healthcare price gouging.
Brilliant his whole life. He comes from this great family. I mean, something changed, right? Significantly, something changed. And they're going to, I think, potentially have
denied claims and skyrocketing costs. And guess what? Luigi's alleged act, as controversial as it is being framed as a strike against the system. Social media is buzzing with takes calling him a hero for the people. But let's not get it twisted. Violence is never the answer. Still, it's hard to ignore how this narrative is shaping public opinion. And this is where Karen's expertise comes into play. She knows how to work a courtroom, sure, but she also understands the power of public perception. Her team's working overtime to position Luigi as someone who, while deeply flawed, acted out of desperation in a broken system. But here's the gag. Does this strategy come at the expense of Diddy's defense? Speaking of Diddy, let's circle back to how his case intertwines with Luigi's. One of the key accusations Diddy's facing is jury tampering, an act where public opinion plays a massive role. And guess who's been reportedly assisting with shaping that public opinion? Karen, indirectly or not. When you've got 2 high-profile cases under one roof, you've got to wonder, how are resources being split? Are Karen and Mark spreading themselves too thin? And most importantly, are the connections they're leveraging creating a conflict of interest? Now let's pause and address Luigi's background. While the public is busy painting him as a modern-day Robin Hood, the truth is, Luigi's family is as privileged as they come. He's no underdog, at least not financially. And that's what makes this whole thing so so complicated. On the one hand, he's tapping into a very real frustration people have with corporate greed. On the other hand, he's benefiting from the very systems he's supposedly fighting against. It's giving contradictory. But wait, there's more. Did you know that Luigi's supporters set up multiple GoFundMe campaigns to help cover his legal fees? Yeah.
Jury nullification is legal. Do not let Luigi go down for this, because let's get real, it's awful odd. Even if he did it, none of us give a damn about the man that died.
Except they've all been taken down. Some claim they were fake. Others suggest Luigi's family shut them down because, let's face it, they've got the cash to fund this fight themselves. Either way, it's just another layer to this already messy story. Let's zoom out for a moment. What's the bigger picture here? At its core, this isn't just about Luigi or Diddy. This is about the systems that allow people like them to dominate headlines, while the average person's struggles go unnoticed. Whether it's healthcare, legal representation, or public opinion, the same power dynamics are at play. Luigi's trial is as much about corporate accountability as it is about his personal actions. Diddy's case, a lesson in how wealth and fame complicate justice. So what's next? Luigi's trial is set to be one of the most closely watched cases in years, and y'all better believe we'll be covering every twist and turn. Will Karen's connections give Luigi the edge he needs? Or will the public backlash against his privileged background outweigh any sympathy he's garnered? And for Diddy, how does this all play into his own legal battles? Can Mark and Karen juggle two cases that are so different yet so intertwined? Stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and trust me, the tea is only going to get hotter from here. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Bye!